Hello everybody, it's me, Riffraff Hornhelm, and I'm back again with another presentation from the Dwarven Vault. And today we have a monster review. Now today we're going to take a look at the Blink Dog. And the Blink Dog is what comes out of the original monster manual as used with basic Dungeons & Dragons and advanced Dungeons & Dragons most especially, or what's typically called 1E today. Now the Blink Dog, a very cool creature, and one of the ones out there that's actually a good creature. This is a lawful good creature, and they have armor class 5 and 4 hit dice. Now they move about the same speed as a human, and they show up in groups if you're using them as wanderings. I think it's something like 1 to 20 or something like that. A very cool creature. One of the very neat things about it is that it blinks in and out of phase. Not the same as a phase spider, but it's more like a limited form of teleportation. And when it comes back, 75% of the time, it's going to show up behind its opponent. So if they're swarming a bunch of orcs and so forth, they're constantly disappearing and reappearing at the point of contact behind their victims. Pretty cool. Now with an armor class of 5, it's not like it's impossible to hit them. They have no resistance to magic, and you can hit them with normal weapons. Having said that, they jump around a lot, and they're very liable to avoid any kind of surprise. I mean, if you beat them up enough where they start taking regular damage, then if you get them down like 50%, they'll all blink out as a pack. Not just one, but all of them, which is kind of useful if you're trying to drive them off. Now, they are intelligent. They only have average intelligence, but they can communicate with each other and with others by, well, using doggy noises, growls and yips and yipes and things like that. And they have a great deal of value if you find them in their lair, where they almost always will have a number of pups, because the pups can actually be trained to be companions. And they have a fair amount of gold piece value if you're able to capture them when they're pups. Now, they're lawful good, so I kind of be careful how I handle that part. Now, they're not some kind of a small dog. They stand 3 foot tall at the shoulder, and otherwise look pretty much like your basic dog. Hey, see the picture, right? But they do communicate, and they do attack in packs, and they are lawful good. If they come across a party, they will go after the evil characters like almost immediately. Now, blink dogs, I think, are a very fun encounter in a dungeon. And a lot of times it's because characters don't remember that these are lawful good. And they'll end up attacking them and so forth, which isn't going to help them any with the blink dogs. Now, if you were able to work with them and speak to animals or something like that, where you were able to get them to help you, this would be pretty cool. This whole ability of being able to teleport in and out on a regular basis, it's kind of a random roll. There's like whenever they teleport, you have to roll a 12-sided die. And I think through the first 3 or 4 of them, it gives you a position, left flank, right flank, this kind of stuff. And then the whole rest of them, it's like 6 through 12 or 4 through 12, something like that. You show up behind your opponent, or their opponent, I should say. And of course, that kind of ability is just super useful. Now, they actually get along very well with elves and with dwarves. No accounting for taste on the elf side, but at least on the dwarf side, they can be fairly helpful if we run across them in the wild. Obviously, if you're an evil character, not so much. Now, do us dwarves actually run across blink dogs on occasion? Well, yeah, it's definitely happened, and they've always been very helpful. Kind of a neat creature. Generally speaking, us dwarves remember that they're good. It's the humans who seem to have a little bit of a problem with that sometimes. But dwarves, yeah, we've definitely had various kinds of interactions with these blink dogs over time, and we'll continue to do so. They're friendly little critters. You know, you take with a couple of dog biscuits and you got a friend for life. Now, of course, in the gaming world, it's a little bit different, and, you know, we went out to the greater Hornhelm community and asked them about blink dogs. What do you think about blink dogs? And, hey, DMs, what did you think of a blink dog? What would you rank it at? And they reminded me that it was only a 4-hit dice creature, but they really had a very, very cool function. And because you had a chance of making friends with them if you were a lawful good party, they thought they were pretty worthwhile. And they ranked them between a 3.5 and a 4.5. I think that's... I'd be more towards the 3.5, but hey, it's what people tell you. Now, in going out to the players themselves, we asked them, hey, what about the blink dog? They actually came back, of course, and said, no, a 4 to a 5. Super useful. If we were in trouble, they were able to cause all kinds of problems for the enemy. We really like these. Well, it all depends on your experience, and I guess from the player standpoint, that makes a lot of sense. Interesting, friendly, and fun. These are all attributes of this creature. Try it in your adventure sometime. I don't think you'll be disappointed. So that, my friends, is the Blink Dog. We hope you found today's presentation to be interesting, entertaining, educational, all that kind of good stuff. If you did, please be so kind as to drop us a like. Consider subscribing if you haven't. Share with your friends. Drop us a comment. But by all means, please come back and see us again real soon. Take care, everyone. And remember, dwarves rock!